working for you. A weekly talk radio program which highlights developments of national interest and the activities of your St. Kitts Nevis government. Join host Roy Williams as he presents news, views, reports, and interviews about everything regarding the activities of the Team Unity government and the building of our communities and the development of St. Kitts Nevis. Tune in and call in to interact with your government and share your views regarding the upward forward development of your community and our beautiful Twin Island Federation. Working for You is weekly, every Wednesday live from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. on ZIZ Radio, Win FM, and Sugar City FM with rebroadcast on participating stations. Working for You.
Another edition of Working for You. This is the first edition for the year 2016, and we are happy to be with you again. This radio program is where the people of St. Kitts Nevis are given the opportunity to interact with their government. This afternoon we have with us Mr. Roy Williams. He is your usual host for the program. Good afternoon, Mr. Williams.
Good afternoon, Jamiela.
We are coming to you, as I said before, for the first time for 2016, and there have been many developments since the last time we were here. Carnival happened during that time, Mr. Williams. So what were some of the highlights of the Carnival for you?
But before we can even speak of Carnival, I want to wish all of you out there in Radioland, those in St. Kitts and Nevis, those in diaspora, wherever you are, in North America, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, in the Middle East, wherever you are and you are listening, and you have been listening to this program, I want to wish you a Happy New Year and a very prosperous New Year. Now, we are just coming out of the Christmas season and the Carnival season. Here in St. Kitts, both take place simultaneously. Carnival, of course, is a time of merriment. It is a time when people are happy. People express themselves, sometimes in ways that you have never seen them express themselves before. And to all accounts, it appears that we have had a very successful carnival. The troops were colorful and plentiful. The children's carnival, it was a sight to behold. To see so many children on our streets celebrating in carnival, in the children's carnival, and so many floats in the children's carnival, something that has not been seen in many years past. Also, all of the shows seem to have gone very, very well, or rather not seem, but went very well. And even though there were a few hiccups, Carnival can be deemed a success. Just out of the Carnival season, or towards the end of the Carnival season, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris gave his New Year's address. His New Year's address came under the title, A Year of Wonderful Possibilities and Promising Opportunities.
Correct.
In this address, Dr. Harris spoke to a number of initiatives that we can look forward to in the year 2016. I just want to highlight a few of those things that he mentioned in his New Year's address. The Prime Minister said that in the past 10 months, the government took great strides towards restoring democracy and good governance. Following the February 2015 general elections that resulted in the Team Unity administration assuming office. He also said that history would recall that election day 2015, February 16th that was a watershed moment for our country, as it brought to an end a protracted 26-month election campaign that witnessed steel-belted resistance to the tabling of the December 2012 motion of no confidence by the Douglas-led regime that has now been ousted from power. Dr. Harris also said that the year 2016 promises to be a bright and prosperous one for the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, despite the prophets of gloom and doom. He said it is expected to be a period marked by continued growth, development, continued advancement, and general improvement in our domestic affairs, our human condition, our placement on the world's stage, and our overall competitive advantage realized through trade, investment, knowledge management, and national productivity. The citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis can look forward to a bright and prosperous 2016, a year of wonderful possibilities and promising opportunities. The Prime Minister also outlined that the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, which we have all come to know, has predicted that the St. Kitts and Nevis economy is expected to grow by at least 4.6% in 2016. In fact, this 4.6% in 2016 is one of the best in the Caribbean and Latin America. First in the Caribbean and second in Latin America and the Caribbean. Dr. Harris also spoke to renovations to the Mary Charles Hospital in Molineux and the establishment of an oncology unit at the Jane France Hospital for the benefit of our cancer patients who otherwise would have to travel overseas, which is really additional expense in terms of airfare and all of that. Cancer patients would now have an oncology unit where they can get treatment right here in St. Kitts and Nevis. He also said that our public health centers and pharmacies will be better stocked with prescription drugs, and that his government is excited, your government, about these and other upgrades in healthcare, since our advancement as a people is measured largely by the health and well-being of our citizens and residents. A highlight of the new year, he said, is going to be the start of construction works on a brand new Bastia High School. A few days ago, we witnessed the opening ceremony for the staff and students of the Bastia High School, where they were witnessing for the very first time a structure placed where they can be safe, where their health would not be at risk, and so on. And they are placed there at this time, and later on, with the construction of the new school, they will move to that school. He also spoke to the stimulation of activity and expansion in the SME sector, the small and medium enterprise sector, that there are high expectations for 2016, which would be made possible through the Fresh Start loan program that was launched by the Development Bank, via the provision of a US 5 million loan facility from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Although that money has been exhausted, Dr. Harris spoke to seeking additional money to help persons who want to get involved in setting up businesses. He spoke to our agriculture, energy and manufacturing sectors, and he said that those are critical to a forward march to development, and that in the new year, new initiatives with respect to agriculture, energy, and the manufacturing sectors will be announced. In the past year, he said that the Team Unity administration brought a fresh start to the CBI, something that you would have heard of in the past. How the government of the day is trying to restore the integrity of our citizenship by investment program that had been tarnished under the former administration. He also spoke to the Department of Constituency Empowerment, which he said again was abused and used as a department for political expediency. He said that the new department will be headed by Mr. Duncan Watley, a well-known Calypsonian, past lecturer at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, community activist, radio personality. He said that the Constituency Empowerment, Department of Constituency Empowerment, will be designed to facilitate and hone leadership from the community level, trigger and guide renewal of our rural and urban communities, accommodate public and grassroots development, education and awareness on all national development matters, where the people's voices must be heard and advanced. The department will facilitate engagement across ministerial portfolios on matters germane to the development, the health, the wealth, and the safety of all community residents. It would also create a forum and focal point for returning nationals who have much to contribute to the development of their homeland. Dr. Harris, who is also the Minister of National Security, spoke passionately, deeply, about the safety and security of the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, which have been a major focus for the Team Unity administration in 2015. He said that although crimes are down, homicides still remain a problem. But that all of us must help in reducing crime in our society. Parents, teachers, guardians, the police, the government, all stakeholders play a part in ensuring that we have a safe and a secure St. Kitts and Nevis to live in. On January 2nd, the Prime Minister, Dr. Harris, had his first gala at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort in the ballroom. It was a tremendous success. Tickets were sold out days before the event, And people were happy. There were many supporters, many who wanted to come to the gala, but who could not be accommodated because the tickets were sold out. I know that there has been comparison being made to another gala. However, the gala of Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris was a success. What do you think were some other highlights of the gala, Jamie?
Well, for me, as you entered the room, you were greeted with a spectacularly decorated ballroom. It was just beautiful. Another highlight had to be, well, we heard from the Prime Minister in the welcome address, but another highlight would have to be the presentation made by Dr. Milton Brown, the featured speaker, who is quite a brilliant man, to say the least. And he gave some commitments to the Federation, he gave commitments to the government to help to continue the prosperity agenda. We know that the government is working towards ensuring that each and every citizen prospers and is given a fair share. And he was committing to personally help with that. He also committed to internship programs with Georgetown University. So that was a highlight as a young person, being able to know that he will work along with our government to ensure that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, the young people of St. Kitts and Nevis, are given an opportunity. Another thing that he said, which was interesting, was the developments that he plans to help the government with in terms of healthcare. We know that healthcare, a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. That's how the saying goes, right? And he committed to helping the government to set up the oncology unit, because he has done a lot of research in that area as well. So those were highlights. But you know, well, there was entertainment as well. Dr. Bernal Nisbet, his entertainment was quite interesting, quite entertaining. And we also heard from the minister, the Honorable Ian Patches-Lyford, who performed 2 songs. So all in all, the gala was just a spectacular event.
But there were others as well. Our opera singer.
Yes.
And the gentleman, whose name I don't have here, who sang The Holy City. He was excellent as well. All the entertainers on the show that night at the gala, did stellar performances on the night.